Nowadays, there seems to be a lot of misunderstanding between men and women in dating. What would you say most women get wrong about men?
Well, one big thing, because there's a few things, but one big thing is that they think all men want is sex. Mostly true. Not going to deny that. However, men don't just want sex. Men want to be able to lock down a woman and be able to give her the quote unquote world. But nowadays, it's so hard to trust a woman that guys are backing away more and more and more from going that route. Guys don't want to deal with it. Guys are mostly scared to go up to women nowadays because they think that they're going to be creeping on them, that they're going to be harassing them. And for the most part, men are avoiding women. Men are going their own way, MGTOW. And that's just part of it, a small part of it. Another thing that women get wrong is that they think that fighting is something great for the relationship. Women like to argue. They like to create arguments. What it does, it creates a negative in the relationship where it starts spiraling out of control. And all men want is peace. Men don't want to fight. Men don't want to hear someone say, man, in their ear when they get back home from work. They don't want it. So I think that's something that women get wrong. And also, I'm pretty sure that women, they think they're right all the time. Meanwhile, there's things that they do or say that is incorrect. And then when men check them on that, they're all up in arms. Oh, how can you say that? But I'm right. Ladies, you're not always right about some of the decisions you make, some of the things you say. So there's a few things right there that, are pretty obvious.
Yeah, I agree. I would say, just like you said, the main misconception that I hear all the time is that women think that all men want to do is just use them, sleep with them, and throw them to the side. And that's not true. Yes, men want to sleep with you, of course, but that's not all they want. And when women think this way, like, oh, I'm smarter than him, he's just trying to, take me on one date and sleep with me and, sleep around and just like throw me to the side. That's not true. I think most men would like to have one steady person to date and, not even have to deal with the dating and all the shit all together. And women need to understand that most men aren't bad men. They're not just trying to use them. Maybe they had a couple bad experiences in the past. That's very possible. Maybe they had an ex that did that, but don't throw that onto all men because it's not true. And I think a second one is, and I hear this a lot, is women think that when men try to lead them or control them in any way, that they're being toxic, that they're being narcissistic, that they're insecure, and that is false. I would actually argue that it's extremely secure men that can see when something is wrong in a woman's behavior, especially a woman that you're starting to date and take seriously, and you're going to call her out on it. If you don't want her going somewhere or hanging out with certain people, it's for a reason. It has nothing to do with being toxic or insecure.
Yeah, I mean, women think that men want to control them. Men don't want to have to control women. Men expect better from women. Men expect women to act properly and not entertain other men, not barely wear, not barely wear any clothes online, right? When you're going on Instagram or going on some other websites, you are wearing bikinis and you're kind of putting a for sale sign on you. You're kind of putting yourself out there that I'm available. Guys don't want that. Guys don't want to have to tell you not to do that, but they have to do it to prevent other guys from coming and breaking within that relationship that you guys have.
If a man tells his girl, don't go on that girl's trip to Miami, she's going to run to her friends and they're going to say he's controlling, toxic, he's insecure, he's a little boy, he's a man-child. When in reality, he's just trying to prevent the girl from going and getting spit roasted with all her hoback friends, because that's the only reason they're going down there. They're not going down there to go to a library. They're going down there to clubs, to the beach. It's a hookup culture down there anyway. So I think women get that wrong all the time, and they fail to see that it's a good trait for a man to have, because if the guy didn't give two shits about you, he wouldn't say anything.
And most of those quote unquote friends are jealous of their relationship.
Right.
So they'll try to convince her to become single, break up with him. You're better off single because of his jealousy, because of his control, because he's quote unquote insecure and all that BS, which is not true. He's just trying to prevent anything from breaking the wall within that relationship. Guys don't want to lose the relationship. Guys want to keep the relationship for the majority of the time. I mean, who initiates most of the divorces? Women. You know, it's the numbers don't lie. So when women say, oh, well, he's being insecure, well, he's annoying, well, he's always on my back about things. Well, he should be, because usually women are the ones to break off relationships versus hold them together. And what men are trying to do is hold them together, not have them dissipate, not have it crumble.
Women need to realize that when a man tries to control you, that is not toxic behavior. That is a misconception. Toxic behaviors, arguing, yelling, violence, things like that, cheating, that's toxic. But when a man cares enough to tell his woman, don't do this, don't go there, don't hang out with so-and-so, that is a good sign. That means that he cares about the relationship. And women have it completely wrong. They think that that's toxic, controlling behavior.
You know what would be toxic is if a guy doesn't say anything. A guy
Correct.
is out with his woman and another guy kind of tries to flirt with her. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't step in. You know, a guy sends a kind of provocative text message to his woman or does something else to provoke a situation, and he doesn't respond, he doesn't react to that he may lose his woman to somebody else. That's where you want to be. Well, oh my gosh, she's not worried. That's when women are going to go off. Women are likely going to go off in that situation. They're going to try to get a relationship or get involved somehow, some way with somebody else. So that's why men want to protect that. Men being quote unquote insecure, it's them really trying to secure their relationship.
Correct. Exactly. What insecure men will do is be like, oh, let me not say anything because I don't want her to get mad at me. Let me just let her go, and I'll just like put my head in my pillow and hope she doesn't sleep with guys down there. And when you know exactly what's going on down there,
and that's some beta shit, and she's gonna smell that, and then she's gonna end up doing it anyway.
Yep.
So you're better off putting your big boy pants on and going hard and really protecting what you have.
Plus, if you don't, women could complain all they want. If you don't hold boundaries with women, they don't respect guys like that. They don't. If you just let her do whatever she wants, she's going to see that you're a pushover, and she's going to say, oh, okay, no problem. So,
exactly.
that's the truth.
Exactly.